Underwood. Thin ice!
So I can't knock down a triple here. Woo, okay. I didn't even miss a shot this entire time, so take that. This better be good for the team.
Oh,
I thought for sure.
there it is. Boom!
Yes! Don't worry, I forgot to press the button. We could have done it again. Line of Basketball Podcast, episode 301, February. Don't worry, folks. 19th, 2026. And the game was less than 24 hours ago. Illinois just dismantling USC 101-65 in what was, from the start, a complete blowout. And that's the way it should have been.
Yeah, it was nice. Illinois was back to full strength, I guess you could call it. But yeah, not much of a game. Illinois was really good. USC, not so much. Defense was good. Offense was good. A lot of guys scored. So before we get into it, like, subscribe, go buy the merch over at Illini Basketball Podcast shop.fourthwall.com. And you can go follow us over on Twitter, because we're calling it Twitter again since they gave you the account back, at Podcast Illini. Or you can follow the other account if you want to. I'm sure that you won't be posting on there at all. So,
yeah. Yep. Those are quiet fireworks.
yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed that. That's wearing
There's not a ton to say.
Anything else?
Player of the game.
Player of the
Easy
game.
pick.
Yeah, Andrei Stojakovic is back. He only played 17 minutes in this game, but 22 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3. That's what it said. 17 minutes. Is that wrong?
No, it's correct. I can't be right, though. It seems so wrong.
Okay.
Very high impact if he only played 7. I would have said 27.
Yeah, dominant. 9 for 9 from the line, 3 rebounds and a steal for him.
Yeah, he looked really good. I mean, I think this is maybe the most... It's got to be the most efficient game he's had this season, and he just looked really good. I mean, he made all his free throws. He made a corner 3, had a great dunk. Ankle looks completely fine. Had an and 1 where he's going to the ground. Super efficient game. And for those who are kind of, those who like to complain about Stojakovic, there's somebody that I know for sure does, and he may or may not help out with this show, but just a really good game. And, I think, I don't know who posted it some point in the game last night, Sturdy maybe, about his free throw percentage in conference play, but like it's pretty insane. He's 52 for 56 from the free throw line in conference play, which is essentially 93%. And
Wow.
He's 86% from the season now. So quietly, probably their best free throw shooter this season. I mean, Wagler has been fine. He's down to 80%, but like, yeah, Boswell, Wagler, Jake Davis, technically, Brandon Lee, technically, and Stojakovic are the ones who were 80% or better. Brandon Lee's 92% from the free throw line. When did he shoot 13 free throws?
I don't know. Early, I guess.
Yeah. But like the entire team last night, free throw line, like really good.
Yeah, 24 of 26, 92% from the line. Merck missed 1 and Boswell missed 1.
Yeah. I also want to note that
the Finkel says merchant of low caliber opponents.
I want to note that the depth chart of the last 5 games, the most frequent person at the 1 is Wagler. The most frequent person at the 2 is Davis. The most frequent person at the 3 is Hummer. Merck at the 4, and then Zvonimir slightly over Tommy at the 5 more frequently, apparently.
Really?
Or at least this lineup of Wagler, Davis, Hummer, Merck, and Zvonimir. I don't know how they calculate that, but
I don't know. You got to be happy that, you know, you can go deeper now. Nobody played over 30 minutes in this game. Little rest for everybody. In a game where, you know, you're getting Boswell kind of going full speed. Had an insane dunk. Said that he hurt his hand, and I think he said in the post game presser, "I dunked the shit out of that MFer."
He needs to watch his language.
He must be paying attention to you. I don't know.
Could be. A wise move by him.
7 guys were in double digits this game. Double figures. What am I
is
supposed
usually
to
the
call
term
it?
that's used. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I know you always correct me, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you gotta get in front of it.
13 of 29 from 3 for 45%.
After a cold start, by the way.
Jake Davis went 4 for 4 this game.
I think at one point Hummer and Davis were 4 for 4, and the rest of the team was 0 for like 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So they had a cold start from 3, and they started banging them. I mean, Hummer had a couple. He had one at the end of a shot clock. He had one in rhythm to put him up 31. I remember to go up 71-40. I think Illinois went on like a pretty big run after USC cut it all the way down to 20. Then Illinois went right back at him again. And I think there was a point where Musselman like yelled at the ref, like, we're down 36. Why are you calling that? I saw somebody said that.
It's fair.
And Merck is just like, how does Merck get the ball there every time? He he doesn't even really jump at all. I mean, it's kind of like me, if we're being honest. There's a lot of similarities in our game.
True.
Except he's a lot tougher than I am.
Yeah, Merck ended up 2 for 4. Hummer went 3 for 6. Boswell 1 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, and him and Merck were the only guys who missed free throws. They each missed 1.
Yeah, are you happy that Boswell's taking 6 threes? I mean, maybe just trying to get the stroke back.
In a game when they win by 36, I don't really care.
You're not complaining. No. If it was close though, you wouldn't be happy, I assume.
I don't know. Yeah, it is weird that his 3-point shooting is kind of taking a dive. I guess it's I mean, I feel like he's always been pretty
the
built.
Hand affects it a little bit.
He's always been pretty built, but like he's a 39, 38% in his 2 years at Arizona, and then last year at Illinois 24, and this year 30. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it's not great. He did have 8 assists though.
He had a good game. I mean, defensively on Arenas, I mean, he was all over him.
Yeah, Arenas, they said he might have had the flu or had the flu. I don't know. Illinois' team's going to be all sick again for the Michigan game, so that'll be fun. Only 18 minutes for him, 8 points.
He's so raw. Like, he's got a lot of ability, obviously, but it's just, you can tell he hasn't played a ton, obviously, with the being out for a lot of the season to start. But this is a weird team. Like, I don't really understand what they were doing when they built this team, but I guess they're without CBM, as we call him. So
yeah, they didn't have him. Arenas was sick. I mean, there wasn't much hope for them in this game, I don't think. Especially Illinois back to being able to throw 8 guys out there that can all do something.
The announcer in the first half kept saying how much of the officiating, which is true in some ways, was like favoring USC in the sense that they're more comfortable in games where there's more fouls called. That's kind of the way they win, the way they play. But like, you can only say, he said like 4 or 5 times, you can only say that so many times when the score is like 24-10. Like, yeah, this is favoring USC, but they're also down by 10.
The announcers didn't seem like they wanted to be there. Like,
would you want to be there when it's like 70-40 in the second half with 10 minutes left and there's nobody in the building? There's a loser quarterback in the front row to pretend is like a god.
Whoa. Chat, what's going on, Bob? Sean, how you doing? Bob said this team is a 5-headed monster. Any one of the guys can take the game over. And like this game, they just shared it well too. I mean, 21 assists on 32 makes. When this team's going offensively, it's the best in the country, some would say.
I think offensively, this game really mirrored that Oregon game last year.
Yeah.
Weird. Like their first West Coast game last year, they scored 109. Their first West Coast game this year, they scored 101. Very strange. And Hummer, West Coast Hummer. I saw somebody call him that.
West Coast Hummer.
I mean, he had a good game last year against Oregon, I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, he had 18 points against Oregon last year, went 4 for 7 from 3. And then in this game, he has 11 points, goes 3 for 6 from deep, makes both free throws, 6 rebounds. I think this is the most connected they've looked in a while. I think the Missouri game is another one that I would point to. And I guess second half Tennessee, when they look super connected. Like this is one of those games. Because like there's other big games that they've won. You could argue the Nebraska game, I suppose, but like the Purdue game, I wouldn't view that game as like, oh, look how connected they are. Like Wagler at 46, guys made threes late. Like this just looked like everybody knew where to go with the ball. You could argue that in the last game too. Like no turnovers really in the last game. This game, I think they were +5 in turnovers. They had 9. So I thought it was very interesting. I mean, rebounding, kind of garbage time offensive rebounds for USC. I would argue at least 3 or 4 of those, if I had to guess, I guess, would have been late offensive rebounds because they ended up both with 13. I don't think USC. I think at one point Illinois was like 13-8 on the offensive glass. I think some of that was garbage time. Plus one guy for them had 6 offensive rebounds. But yeah, I just think that this was an example of a team that's very much in the bubble and a team that's healthy and much better and like way bigger and stronger and older and better. And I don't know how much older they are, if they even are older, because the CBM thing brings them up quite a bit.
It's true.
14th. Yeah, they are. USC is older by D1 experience, but Illinois just seems so much more mature. And that's just the weird roster construction that USC did this year. It just seems weird. They got these freshmen who are like talented, but like don't seem like very good sharers. Like Arenas kind of tries to foul bait you and takes some bad shots. And they've got Terrence Williams, who is so there for himself offensively and doesn't pass the ball that it's just like, why even have this guy on the floor? Like he was jarringly bad from inside the 3-point line last night, 1 for 6, made a couple threes, but yeah, and they got these guards who overplay because they have to, which is Marsh and Woods all night on Wagler, just overplaying, fouling the shit out of him. I can't believe they called an illegal screen on Zvonimir when they never call those. And he also was set. Like the guy ran into him. It was a flop. He was set. That was horseshit. Good thing it didn't matter because officiating last night could have mattered if the game was close.
Yeah. I saw you complaining about officiating a lot.
It was brutal. Brutal.
In a game
calling
where
everything.
they won by
well, the first half was they had 11 fouls in the first half.
Yeah.
It was insane. I know that they ended up with 26 free throw attempts, which is more, but like, yeah, they're better. They're more physical. They're more like you can't get to the rim against Illinois for the most part, especially if they don't want you to. Like there was a recovery by Big Z last night that was ridiculous. Guy had no idea he was about to get the shit stuffed out of the ball when he put it up. This team's good. I'll say it.
I believe you. I think Jay might be in our Google Docs for some reason because he is just posting stuff that we have written down. But yeah, Big Z struggling from 3. 1 for his last 11. I have 5 of his last 23. 0 for 2 this game, which it's like I don't care if he takes a couple, if he takes 2. Like
he's 0 for 6 in the last 3 games. I think there's like a
take 6 of them in a game.
There's like I think there's maybe an issue of like the rhythm if he's not taking a lot because he does a weird, very clunky shot.
It's a weird shot. It's really high.
And he gets the ball and he brings it up all the way from here. And Tommy is just like a right at it type of thing, Let me check the math here. 4 + 3 is 7, + 5 is 12, + 6 is 18, + 6 is 22. Five for his last 22 if you go back to the Purdue game. So if he missed his last 2 against Minnesota, then it'd be 5 for 24. If he missed his last 1 and made 1 before that against Minnesota, it'd be 5 for 23. But it's 5 for 22 if you want to make it easier.
Okay. 5 for 24 sounds worse. 5 for 23 sounds worse.
Wait, I think I did the math wrong.
You make it whatever you want. I guess it really doesn't matter. Wally, what's going on?
14, 18. Yeah, it's 24. 5 for his last 24. great math by me.
It's good work.
3 blocks in 3 of his last 4 games. There's a positive spin for Z.
Yeah, good stuff. Somebody posted on Twitter this was the most efficient offensive half in the last 30 years of KenPom tracking the stat in all of college basketball.
First half?
I assume. I don't know. They didn't say what half. I just would assume it was the first half. When they had 54, but they had 47 in the second, so I
mean, I feel like the first half they were worse from 3 than the second half, but I have no idea. I haven't looked at the numbers.
Yeah. And then Illinois had 7 steals again. The defense is looking good. I wrote some stuff down about Crocker and how he's not failing like I thought he would.
I think Illinois' various zones that they've run is the most unfair thing that Brad's ever had at Illinois. Like, the high ball screen is up there when they run that with Tommy, and you're going to get a clean 3 every time. But like, you literally can't do anything against it, especially a team like USC. Like, they couldn't do anything. And I know the announcers noted, it's like, there's nowhere to go. There's a couple of possessions where they had nowhere to go. And it's because Illinois got basically 5 7-footers, if you want to really, ham it up and make it sound even more ridiculous than it is. Like, it's the most unfair thing that Brad's ever had to work with in his 8 seasons at Illinois or whatever.
Yeah. And it's all new, so it's got to be Crocker cooking this stuff up. So.
Yeah, they've switched coverages defensively more than ever before with Brad here, unless they were doing it when they were bad early on. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, early on it was just go after everything.
Yeah,
just try to run them
West
out
Virginia
of the gym
style. It tells me that it is Crocker for sure, because not only is it a new thing, but like, there was a game. What game was it? There's a team that kept getting open 3s. And Brad just kept turning to Crocker, screaming at him. I don't remember what game it was, but that what tells me it has to be. I think it was they were running that zone, but teams were making 3s.
Yeah.
I don't know what game. It might have been the Nebraska game, the second one. So, yeah.
Yeah. Brad in the post-game interview talked about how easy traveling was. Is he taking shots at Cronin right before he's getting ready to play him?
Yeah, if he is, that's totally understandable. I don't think he would do that knowingly for the most part, but also
I think he was asked the question and he gave his honest answer. Like, I'm sure he doesn't even know Cronin bitches about it all the time.
The situations are so much different too. Like, UCLA actually has to go cross country all the time. Illinois, these other teams in the Midwest,
it's a week. It's a week in California.
It's so much easier for these Midwest teams like Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, Purdue, Michigan State. Like, they go 2 games, they play there. Like, it's a completely different situation. So I don't think that Brad would do that. And I think if Mick maybe handled some of this stuff better, I think he'd be viewed a little differently, but obviously hasn't been the case. Like, overall, he's been a huge success at UCLA. Like, they were really good the first few years. He's had a couple like, this year's team is not bad. I don't know if they're necessarily good, but obviously things are boiling over there quite a bit with all the post-game stuff.
Yeah, he's getting a little chippy with beat writers and stuff, so it's interesting. It's entertaining, if nothing else. So
yeah, I think you can do stuff like that a little bit more if you're like Dan Hurley or Bill Self or one of those guys, but not all the time.
Brad
Especially
Underwood.
when you Brad Underwood?
Can he do it?
I think him and Painter.
He can get a little chippy sometimes with reporters if they ask stupid questions.
Yeah. Yeah, but not in like a very serious, like, stare down way.
Did you just raise your voice at me?
Yeah.
Like he's talking to his child.
So it's a tough. Just Illinois better beat this team. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say about USC. So let's just move on to the game against UCLA.
Well, I'll give a quick fun stat, I guess.
Else? Sorry.
I believe Illinois is plus 68 in the first leg of the West Coast games in the first 2 seasons of it. I think they beat Oregon by 32. I have
Yeah.
to double check that, but
I know it wasn't close. I think we were in Chicago during that game. Oregon game?
yeah, 32. 32 plus 36 is 68. And there was a stat at the end of the game last night, something about highest conference road margin of victory since plus 33 against somebody else. I don't remember which it was. I think that was the stat, but yeah, plus 68 in the first leg of the West Coast games since it started last season.
Jay says Wagler continues to get mugged and face guarded all game since Michigan State. Hard to imagine it's not a tad wearing on him. He looked a tad tired at the end of last night. Good, he only played like 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, the way that Wagler's defended it is crazy. We didn't really talk about him. He had 10 points, but he had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block on top of that. So the thing is, like, they can overplay Wagler all they want. When this team's healthy, they have enough weapons to counteract that.
Yeah, like they overplayed Wagler and Illinois scored 101. And then like the game that he followed up the Michigan State game with, he had 34. So I feel like that kind of matters. And then there's other games where we've seen teams guard him a certain way and it just doesn't work. That's because Illinois has 5 other guys at least. And I want to see Tommy bring the ball up more.
Yeah?
Why not?
Why not?
Not a good idea, but a couple times. Throw it in there if you're up by a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah.
UCLA. Illinois at UCLA Saturday night, 7:00, Fox. Watch party, who knows? We'll see what happens. I might be doing something. I don't know. I don't know my schedule. I got to figure it out.
Now you got plans?
We'll figure it out. Try to figure it out. Hopefully we can, but if not,
I already told
see
my wife I couldn't go to trivia night because we're having a watch party.
Still could though. You can still
don't
rearrange.
make me a liar.
Well, who knows if we'll see.
Was
Tuesday.
Boswell's dunk the
March
dunk
3rd.
of the year? I would say so. It was pretty impressive for him to get up like that.
In the call being a basket interference is so funny. From the ref who's 30 feet away from the hoop. It's terrible. But if we can't do a watch party in this game, which 50-50, we'll find out, we'll see you March 3rd, Tuesday, March 3rd for Oregon. That would be the next one. So
Yeah.
we'll see what goes down. That's a Peacock game, by the way. So we'll do that one no matter what, even if we do Saturday. But who knows? Who's to say? Illinois is 22-5. They're 13-3 in the Big Ten. Ken Palm now says 25-6, 16-4 Big Ten, which makes sense. Win this game, lose to Michigan, win the next 2. That's probably the most likely outcome of the season. There's also an outcome where they lose the next 2 and win the 2 after that or something or whatever. But UCLA is 17-9. They're 9-6 in the Big Ten, coming off of 2 complete blowout losses on the road at Michigan and Michigan State. They lost 86-56 to Michigan. They lost 82-59 to Michigan State. So they haven't reached 60 the last 2. But when they're at home before that, they beat Rutgers by 32 and beat Washington by 4. This is a team that also beat Purdue in this building this season.
Right.
The game before Illinois beat Purdue. It's on Fox. Don't worry. Hopefully we get who's a UCLA alum that could be on the call. I can't say Bill Walton because he's no longer with us. UCLA alum that could be on the call. Amari Bailey, who was there like 2 years ago, who's trying to get back into college basketball, playing the NBA or whatever. He might be on the call. Illinois is number 4 on Ken Palm. I believe they're up 2 spots. And the defense is rising. Defense went from 27th to 23rd in efficiency. They can guard. That's the thing.
They went from 30th to 23rd since Boswell's been back.
They can
in 2
guard.
games.
And they also have the most unstoppable defensive structure zone in the country when they want to use it, when it's right. Unless you can shoot threes, then maybe it's a little bit of an issue. Corner threes. Number 4 on Torvik, number 4 in the net. So 4s across the board there. They're 7-4 in quad 1 now. I think they're 5-1 or 6-1 in quad 2. I think the Q2 has to be Wisconsin, right? Yeah. That would make the most sense. UCLA is 42nd on Kinbaum, 42nd on Torvik, 41st in the net. So very mirroring. This team can shoot threes. That's one thing about UCLA this season. They're 37.8% from three. That's 21st in the country. They really struggle on the inside. 204th in the country from two. But they also don't turn the ball over. Top 30 in turnover percentage. They're 12th in experience. This is an old team. Obviously, Donovan Dent, I think, was my preseason Big Ten Player of the Year. He's definitely played basketball this season, no doubt. He's 8 for 46 from three, which I think is stunning that this team can shoot threes, and he's not one of them that can this season. Like, this guy took 65 threes last season at New Mexico. Not a huge number, but he was 40%. Just dropped off a cliff this season in that regard. His efficiency's been way down, moving from the Mountain West to the Big Ten. He's got 16 points last two games. He's 0 for 8 from three in the last three games. He also has 11 turnovers in the last three games. So we'll see what he looks like. Obviously, they got Eric Daly back. They got Trent Perry, year two. He's playing more. Shoots at 44% from three. Bilodeau shoots at 46% from three. Sky Clark, old friend, shooting 48% from deep this season, 79 attempts. Pretty insane there. And he's been back for two games after missing all of January and the beginning of February. He is 4 for 9 from three in his return. He's played 21 minutes against Michigan State, 16 against Michigan. Both of those obviously blowouts. They got Michigan State transfer Xavier Booker. He's been playing a lot of minutes for them. He's got a total of 8 points last three games. He's 1 for 8 from three in those three. Let's see. Jamar Brown, role player, 35% from three. 6'5", senior. There you go. Yeah, this team is certainly something. They're 2-3 in their last five. Both two of those losses are blowouts. The other was double OT. I mean, Indiana went there and won. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Illinois, you got to win this game. They're also like one of the worst teams at guarding the interior. 260th in 2-point percentage against. So Illinois should try to feast. And they also don't rebound very well.
Wagler to the lane. Stojakovic to the lane all day.
This is one of those teams that like needs to be hard-nosed and gritty, and that's kind of the way Cronin's teams have been in the past. But like they don't rebound well and they don't guard the interior well. It's kind of weird. And like their thing that they do really well is guard the three and shoot the three. So it's kind of strange. I think it's a great matchup for Illinois. I think the only way that people say otherwise is like you worry about UCLA making a ton of threes, especially you look at the last couple of games, 8 for 25 against Michigan State and 6 for 21 against Michigan. And then in the game that they were home before that, they shot 44% against Washington and 57% against Rutgers. That's the one concern is them making threes.
And Brad's going to let him shoot them. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
That could make it a disaster. Who knows?
Who knows?
Players to watch.
Players to watch. Just waiting on the cue from you.
Yeah, I got nothing else on UCLA.
This is your episode today. So
good.
I heard you were gonna cook.
Past the 28-minute mark. Dang it.
I'm gonna go with Stojakovic for Illinois. I'm gonna go with Donovan Dent for UCLA. Again, Stojakovic played 17 minutes, very efficient 17 minutes. Do you think there's a chance he starts this game?
Maybe
keep Jake Davis out there.
I guess you never know.
I mean, I don't hate him coming off the bench and starting Jake Davis. So we'll find out, I guess, on Saturday at 7 p.m. Well, probably like 6:15 when they announce the starting lineup. And then I'm going to go with Donovan Dent. You talked about him a little bit, but he's had 5 games with 20-plus points. He's struggled in the last few. He had 10 against Michigan, 6 against Michigan State, 13 against Rutgers. But he was huge in that win over Purdue. Probably his best game that he's had this season. So if you can keep him, down like he has been playing, and not let other guys hurt you. I think Illinois going to win this game pretty easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
I'm going to go with David Mirkovic for Illinois.
Uh-huh.
And I think he'll be seeing a lot of Tyler Bilodeau, who had 22 in their loss to Michigan State and scored 25 against Illinois last season.
You think he can chase Bilodeau around?
Why not? No, it might be Stojakovic. I don't know.
Just
It's a
ask
weird,
him.
like, UCLA does have good individual players.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm curious to see what it looks
But they're
like.
just, right now, I think UCLA is just a shit show, coaching down. But
Yeah, it would be worth seeing the potential post game if Illinois wins this game by 30. That would be
it should be a good one. Yeah. Predictions, I got Illinois winning this one 88-73. A little 15-point victory.
I'll go 84-72. I almost picked them to lose, but then I was like, I'm not
You
gonna do
would.
that. I get skeptical about things.
Yeah.
But the way the team looked last night, I don't know.
Right. I mean, if they're playing like they did last night, this game probably will be out of hand again and unwatchable in the last 10 minutes. But I think
fine.
UCLA is going to have some,
They
they're
got to
going to have some
respond.
firepower. Yeah. Ken Palm has this game, Illinois 78, UCLA 71. So
Yep.
we're a little bit higher on Illinois than Ken Palm, but yeah. All right. Around the NCAA, if you want to. I mean, if you don't, we can just end it.
Yeah, apparently UConn lost to Creighton 91-84 at home. Didn't watch the game. Didn't even know about it.
I watched just like the last 2 minutes of it. So
Wisconsin got smoked by Ohio State by 17 Tuesday. Arizona, first win over BYU in like 25 years at BYU. They throw that stat out there like they play every year. Stupid. Vanderbilt lost to Missouri. How is Missouri winning games? Like, how is Missouri 8-5 in the SEC or whatever? Like, that team sucks.
did you see the end of that game?
I read the tweet with the highlight, but I don't think I watched it.
Yeah. So Vanderbilt scored, and then Missouri threw it away, and the guy barely missed like a half quarter to win the game.
That would have been tough.
So, yeah. I mean, there was no reason to throw it away. It was very Mizzou-like.
Yeah, the
So.
team's trash. I don't understand how they're winning. And Alabama, Arkansas, double overtime. Alabama wins by 2. A crazy game. Acuff had like 100 points.
Yeah, in a game that you said was stupid that we're even mentioning it. Double overtime.
Agreed. Shouldn't have
Great
mentioned
game.
it.
So, yeah, that's all I got.
What's
I know
the Friday night
I said a
game?
lot this podcast. I don't know. Let me see what I got here. Is today Friday?
Looks like Indiana at Purdue. Also, St. Louis playing VCU off a loss here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were 3 upsets. St. Louis lost. I think we already talked about them, though, right?
Probably.
North Carolina lost, and somebody else lost. Somebody lost to SMU.
By the way, the end of Michigan Duke is going to bleed over into Illinois UCLA on Saturday night.
Fantastic.
Yeah. 5:30, 7 o'clock starts. That's so
Better
stupid.
not go to overtime. Uncle Phil Cows says, if Miami of Ohio wins out but loses the conference championship game, should they get in? They have 0 quad 1 games played. I think so. I mean, undefeated regular season,
I wouldn't put them in.
especially if they got to the conference championship.
The problem is that they've, like, some of these teams have played teams that aren't like they haven't played a high major team at all this season, or like a hard, like any of the top mid majors.
I agree.
I wouldn't reward them for playing Old Dominion, Trinity Christian, Air Force, Mercyhurst, Arkansas Pine Bluff, UNC Greensboro, Indiana East, whatever that is, Maine. I wouldn't reward them for playing all those schools in that conference.
I mean, they're rewarding Nebraska for playing nobody in the preseason.
Nebraska beat
Pre-conference.
Illinois and
Shh.
Michigan State.
Apparently, the top 16 seeds are out, by the way, for the
That
tournament.
came out on Saturday.
It comes out on Sunday, but apparently they tell media today, and the media, Jeff Goodbum, has already put it out. Or maybe that's his. Never mind.
Yeah, still a douchebag.
I guess there was a media one today. Illinois was 8th,
I'm seeing
7th.
7th.
Yeah. I don't know. He has, here's our initial top 16 seeds, and then he says, I do not agree with the Zags being that low. So I don't know what any of that means.
It also says 14 Alabams.
Alabams. Makes sense. So, chat, you got anything else? Ethan, you got any movies or anything you want to talk about? Or
No.
Oh, good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see everybody for the game or after the game. Who knows?
Yeah, go follow us on Twitter so you know if we're going to do a watch party, I guess. Or hit the little bell and you'll know if we go live.
Yep.
How many subs are we up to?
Oh, great
question. Was really pushing people to go sub to us last night.
725.
Wow. Got one.
Can't win them all.
Yep.
I just hope our
All right,
video
guys.
count never catches the subscriber count.
I mean,
394 videos. It probably won't,
Yeah.
but it could.
we got a ways to go. Yeah.
Yep. All right. We'll see everybody whenever the next time is, you know? Goodbye. Underwood.